verified upon. And in the process of suspending the tournament, it meant that the foreign players had to go back home, and the obligation lay on the promoters to ensure that the players were safely uh, tested back home. And it's unfortunate that some of the players did not have their arrangements well captured or well taken care of by the promoters. It was unfortunate that some of the players' remunerations were not well looked after by the promoters. And as an association, that is something that we are trying to pursue through the relevant authorities to ensure that the promoters make good on all the remunerations and meet their obligations. We also, as an association, we certainly this was a learning curve for us, big stage, but we have written to the International Cricket Council, plus the respective home boards where these players were coming from, Pakistan, India, West Indies, and USA, to mention a few, and to explain to them about the circumstances surrounding this tournament and where the fault lie. And we hope that they will, with this clarification that we've given to them, suddenly the name of Uganda Cricket Association will be cleared, and we look forward to working with them in 2018 to organize a better tournament. It's an opportunity to brief you about the Afro T-20 tournament that was supposed to take place in Uganda. It is true that Uganda was approached by 4 promoters to host the tournament in Uganda, and the promoters gave us the conditions that Uganda would avail the local players, avail the grounds, and also approach the International Cricket Council for the permission to host this tournament. And then on their part, the promoters would finance the tournament, and also that with their contacts that they had the access to foreign players. So we worked with the International Cricket Council and had this tournament sanctioned, and we worked with the promoters in trying to ensure that the logistics are put in place, and also in trying to clear the various players. Unfortunately, many of the players that were brought to Uganda were not on the original list that was given to us by the promoters, and as such, the ICC could not be able to sanction those players that are not on the original list. Also, the promoters were responsible for approaching, and indeed they did approach all the players directly and negotiated with them the terms, did work on their air flights to Uganda plus the accommodation, and at no stage the Uganda Cricket Association would get involved or approach any of those players. So we were a bit disturbed when we learned that some of the players were putting the blame on the Uganda Cricket Association for not having looked after them. Secondly, the Uganda Cricket Association was not involved in the obtaining of the no objection certificates from the various home boards. This was done directly between the promoters and the various players and their home boards. We were only availed with a list of players that we were assured had obtained NOC certificates, and later found out that it was not